And she said, "Oh, hey, Bill, it's great to have you here. I loved what you did in your audition. Those extra lines that you put in, we're definitely adding that in. That was great. So funny." And my heart just exploded. I was like, tagging, yes! Hey, I'm Bill Coleus. I've been a working actor for the past 15 years, and I've booked over 50 national commercials. I've been on set from the smallest studio production to massive Hollywood films, working with everyone from Martin Scorsese to Lady Gaga. And today I'm talking about one of the 5 things that I learned in my career so far. Who gave you those crayons?
I brought them from home. Do you have a red?
This is a cloth tablecloth. You can't color on it.
Oh, really?
So imagine being on set with almost every single hero you've ever had. That's what The Office was for me. It was one of the first auditions I got when I moved to LA. I was in LA for 6 years. And when I found out that I booked that job, it blew my mind that I was going to be working with Steve Carell, the entire cast of The Office, as well as Will Ferrell. And but that's actually not the most amazing thing. The most amazing thing was that the episode was written and directed by Mindy Kaling, which is one of my personal heroes, and I couldn't believe that I was going to be able to work with her. What was even more amazing was something that I always do in my auditions spoke to her, and that's what got me on set, which was that I tagged. And what was tagging? Tagging is creating an alternative line of dialogue that you think that your character would say after the last line of dialogue written on the page. And usually what I do is that I create 3 of them, and in my first take I use one, and then in my second take I just do a second one. There's a couple of reasons why I always do this. One is it keeps my brain busy. I mean, this happens in my class frequently, as well as I've seen other actors do it in their auditions, where they'll finish their last line, and then immediately their brain, whose job it is to judge, immediately goes inside and starts evaluating their work while they're still on camera. And it's just a fleeting second, but they're no longer in their character, that they're just thinking about their own work. I do that all the time, and it helps keep me out of my own head. I also tag because, let's also keep this in mind, they're not sure if the script is going to work. So that when we tag, we let them know, look, I know where my character is going. I know what's going to happen next. You can trust me as an actor. I've put some thought into this. So in my audition for The Office, I tagged. I tagged in my first take and I tagged in my second take using different tags. And I knew this paid off when I showed up on set at The Office and Mindy Kaling came up to me. And she said, "Oh, hey, Bill, it's great to have you here. I loved what you did in your audition. Those extra lines that you put in, we're definitely adding that in. That was great. So funny." And my heart just exploded. I was like, tagging, yes, right? So that's what got me on set. And you can see that right at the very end, which is that little bit back and forth with the extra no. That's what I added in my audition, and that's what we kept there. So that was like our back and forth with Steve Carell. And that's what got me the job. I always tag in my auditions, for my commercials, for my TV, for my film, and I encourage you to do the same. It'll get you on set.
Before this all started, funny story, I was in the bathroom vomiting in that men's room.
Okay.
That's why it's been shut down for most of the evening.
This is important. He's expressing himself.
Hosts don't get done. This is truly special for me. And anyway.